Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the What Kind of Man at YouTube with another S Model 72nd armour review. S Model now being one of my most favourite brands, the Crusader. This kit can build various of variants, including the very early Crusader 1 and the very popular picture included Crusader 3. Made in China, the box may not be very flash but has full profile of the actual armour instead of fancy artwork, including various amounts of information in English and Chinese, including age level, paints required, and the fact that two models are provided within this kit, decal scheme and colour scheme. We have large coloured instructions included, very clear and spacious in exactly how to assemble each variant without making mistake, including the different colour schemes and decal schemes of each variant. To build one tank, everything comes in one runner with a low parts count to create a fairly detailed and wonderful looking armour. One decal sheet containing one set of decals for each variant. One photo etch sheet for very pedantic tiny detail. I did not use this, but for anybody that's really into the super rivet counting business, this is definitely for you. Typical of the S model range, you start immediately with the turret with potential of articulation. Glued it down immediately. The turret can move around, cannon up and down. The rest of it just snapped together beautifully with virtually no putty required. Glue was used to completely seal it together. The challenge finally came down to the wheels and tracks. They need to have all the little nubs removed, clean up, and a flashlight right around the thing, though compared to other projects out there, this only took 10 minutes to clean up and glue into place. The entire model virtually took less than an hour to cut out and glue into one piece ready for priming. Very easy for an amazingly detailed model with rivets and all sorts of compartments and raised pieces. Primed it while priming a heap of other projects. Sprayed the bottom first, allowed half an hour to dry, then sprayed the top using Tamiya lacquer grey primer via airbrush. Tamiya acrylics was closely matched up and used to colour. First, the entire kit was sprayed using the sand colour. Sprayed the bottom and underneath hard to get detail, placed down on a board and lightly dust on the rest of the paint. With the soft edge camouflage parts, the dark green, I finally tuned the airbrush to spray a small line puddle, drew out the detail and filled in very gently and delicately. The colour scheme I'm going for is the version 3, though I've retained the turret from the version 1. Painted that a slightly different shade of yellow to stand out like it's been salvaged, and painted the tracks black. This may not be historically correct, though something that I definitely like. Afterwards, decals applied, softened, and two different tones of Citadel washes were applied to give it a bit of definition. This is quite a heavy World War II period English tank with a very unique shape, turret, and certain features that belong to that period and nation of the time. Once all of the processes were done, the entire model was coated in Tamiya clear base, and we have a finished model on our hands. Very simple to put together, completely beginners friendly, yet it gives you quite accurate and decent looking historical shape and detail. I think this particular model and line of models would please almost anybody that fancies this certain subject, and being with the price, very attractive. in conclusion, I definitely most highly recommend the S-Club line of models. I don't know if it's overly popular out in the real world or not. I don't see too many places stocking them, talking about them, reviewing them, but I'm definitely getting an absolute kick and enjoyment from this line of models and this particular Crusader kit. Please go out and definitely check it out and invest into it. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, until next time, we'll continue to review and build anything armor, mecha, and whatever it takes my or the community's fancy. Catch you next time.